Hello everyone, I am Joshi Supriya. My second partner is Andhari Mira. My third partner is Jharti Yogesh. Today we will discuss about the audio compression project which will be conducted by the Professor Nutan Bansode ma'am. We are from MIT Academy of Engineering. We will cover the different contents like problem statement, objectives, introduction, compression methods, block diagram, theoretical calculation, flowchart, MATLAB implementation, advantages, and last one is the conclusion. In the problem statement, the network traffic has sharp and several fluctuations. Some region of the world face a terrible network reception and deteriorating content. According to this statement, suppose we are at home and transferring the data to our college, our friends, that is WhatsApp data, audio size, video size, then it takes very much time. Also, it takes HTTP error. Then we can't transmit the data because of audio file size is large. To avoid this, if we compress this audio size, then easily we have to transmit the data. That is audio compression technique. If the bandwidth is very high and the internet speed is low, then it problems occurs. That is, we can't transmit data. But if the bandwidth is low and internet speed is also high, then we have to easily transmit the data. In this example, we have to see the CallPol example. We have to uploading the one of the file, that is final IR filter. Then it so many times it takes the error. We can't send the file because of large MB. So if we have to compress this file with different tools, one of them is MATLAB tool. The MATLAB tool does not require any online access. We have to use this tool as a offline and compress the file easily and transmit it. The objective of this project is to compress the high quality audio maintaining transparent quality at low bit rates. If the bit rate is low, we have to minimize the memory storage cost and also the transmission bandwidth requirement. The idea of audio compression is to encode the audio data to take up the less storage space and less bandwidth for transmission. It removes the signal redundancy while preserving the intelligibility of the signal. It has different important factors like fidelity. Infidelity means how close the perceptually reconstructed audio signal in comparison to the original signal. Then bit rate. Higher the bit rate means the speed of data transmission channel will be good and we have to usually measure in the bits per second. Complexity. Complexity is in the term of implementation cost and amount of work required. If the implementation cost is very less, if we have designed with the compression technique. Then bandwidth. Bandwidth is nothing but the distance. We have to cover this data. If the distance is low, means bandwidth is less, we have to easily transmit the data. Delay. Delay is a critical real-time application such as telephony. In telephony, when we put up the call, then it takes some of the time and after taking time, it takes the call to another person. So this is the delay, required time period to connecting the call. That's called as delay. Then redundancy. Redundancy means unnecessary things we have to transmit, that is redundancy. These two or three factors, that is PSNR, normalized root mean square error, high percentage of zero coefficient, high spatial resolution and compression ratio, we have to see at the output in our this project. Introduction. Introduction part, people will know that people can hear only the frequency range, that is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Above that frequency range and below that frequency range, we cannot hear. So we have to process this audio signal for various applications. DWT is one of the technique in which we have to compress the data into the 2048 samples at one frame 1024 and second frame 1024 by the square root of Hanning window to avoid the border distortion. Overlapping frame, overlay add method, overlap save method we have to use. Then the compression method. There are different compression methods, that is direct method, transformation method, parameter extraction method. In transformation method, Fourier transform, wavelet transform, discrete cosine transform. In that we have to select the wavelet transform for transferring our time domain signal into the frequency domain signal. the block diagram. Here we have to see the block diagram, that is source, and finally we get the compressed audio. The source may be anything, audio, video, image file, then text file. According to this, it works as this: divide source into n blocks. Dividing is nothing but the sampling down our input signal into n. Means here we have to divide our whole signal into the 16-bit and compress down into the 8-bit compressed audio signal, and finally we get the output. In this compression, it performs different action, that is DW transform. The input signal, that is time domain signal, is converted into the frequency domain signal. Applied to the quantization. Quantization is nothing but the approximation of our signal. Approximation of signal is given to the encoder. Encoder, finally we get the encoder, means the binary digit bit sequence. This is simple our block diagram, and finally we have to make the compressed audio signal. Theoretical calculation, that is, if consider that this is the time domain signal with amplitude is given, and firstly we have to apply the sampling. In sampling process, the time domain signal are sampled down into various samples, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is the impulse signal. These impulse signals get multiplied with our input signal, and multiplication result will be getting as 0, 3, -1, 2, -3, 3, 1, 2. Only we have to perform the amplitude multiplication operation. So after multiplication we get the following sequence. After that we have to apply the discrete wavelet transform to these sample signals. Discrete wavelet transform reduce the size of our input signal. So we have to apply this transform. This coding technique has mathematical formula is given, that is -infinity to infinity sin width of m, n of t, s of t dt. If the total number of data d equal to 2 raised to n is used and signal length is L, then first d by 2 data at scale L divided by 2 raised to n minus 1 is computed, and after that d by 2 divided by 2 data at scale L divided by 2 raised to n minus 2. Up to finally obtaining the 2, we have to compute this result and get to the output, that is 7, -1.52, 3, 52 up to -0.73. The total 8 real factors we have to calculate it here. The quantization is an important factor for approximation of our original signal. Quantization is conversion of discrete signal into the digital signal, and encoding is applied to detect and correct the errors, the analog source sequence to the binary digits. These compression techniques easily we have to see here. We have to use the DPCM technique, in which suppose is the first input bit sequence, that is 32-bit input sequence 0111 0010 001 0100. According to this 0111. In this bit sequence, at last bit is 0. In this 0 bit, there is no necessary data is contained. Means 0 bit we have to unnecessarily transmit and increase our redundancy. To avoid this, if we have to send this data in removing this 0 factor and send it as it is, then the data compression will be help, and our original input signal easily transmit to the output signal without changing any input audio signal. That is, total size is 24-bit. We have to convert the 32-bit into the 24-bit and easily transmit our data. Design methodology. We have to design a wavelet representation of audio signal, design their stochastic model, then design a number of non-zero coefficient, perform the extra compression to reduce the redundancy that we have seen, then decode and reconstruct to evaluate the quantity of original compressed signal. Methodology. We have to see the methodology. After that, flowchart. In the flowchart, start means we have to start the sending audio signal, then read audio file. The file will be read by the push button 1, reading the audio file, then decomposition of signal, that is sampling we have to done here, then select the threshold and truncate the coefficient below the threshold. Means threshold level, suppose the threshold level is 5, the below that we have to easily transmit, and after that we have to truncate down 5.7, that is going to the 6, and 5.2, that is going to the 5. That is truncating we have to done here, and then applied to the encoding technique, and this truncated coefficient applied to the encoding. Encoder converts these binary digits input signals into the binary digits and apply to the storage or transmission. Storage or transmission is nothing but the delay box which take the encoded digits and apply to the decoder. The decoder converts these binary digits into the decoded format, and our input signal, that is the original reconstructed signal, get, and this constructed audio file is sampled down again to help for the reconstructing our original audio signal. It removes noise, any another iteration which will be delivered while transmitting those of the signals, and finally we get the output. This is the simple flowchart for understanding. Then MATLAB implementation. We have to see this MATLAB implementation in MATLAB tool. Just going to the MATLAB tool. In MATLAB tool, see this whole code. In this whole code, we have to use the waveread function used to read an audio file from the specified location. Then waveWrite function used to write an audio file from the specified location. WavePlay function used to play an audio file from the specified location. Then specgram, that is used to plot a spectrum of given signal. Then DWT1 used to calculate the one-dimensional DWT coefficient of given input signal. Here we have to see in the whole code. That is, here the total code is there. Push button 1 is used for selecting an audio file here, and second push button, that is used to selecting a compressing audio file. This is our whole code. It performs our sampling, compression, quantization, encoding, all this technique. This is our total code. Just run this code. Then appear this GUI. That is, backside we have to make this GUI. In this GUI, the two push button according to this selecting an audio file, and second push button is used for compressing the audio file. Just select an audio file. That is Windows XP Startup. We have to select any audio file, but confirm that that audio file should be in .wav format. Open this audio file. The size of this audio file is 414.691, and after compressing this audio file, we get the size of 207.367. Means unnecessary data get ignored, and we have to get the finally output signal, that is 207.367. And what is the compression ratio? Compression ratio, that is nothing but the input stream to the output stream. Then PSNR. PSNR is nothing but it gives the quality of reconstructed signal. Higher the value, then the quality is also good. Then normalized root mean square error, that is MSE. It compares the model with different scale, and ratio of root mean square error to the OBER. OBER is nothing but the observation. These parameters we have to consider here. Root mean square error is nothing but the square root of summation of 1 goes to n observation model minus original model divided by n. This is the formula for root mean square error. Just close it and go to our slide, that is MATLAB implementation. Here the GUI, according to our application we have to design any type of the GUI. Then we have to see the audio compression with different advantages. It saves time, reduce bandwidth, reduce transmission cost, and finally conclusion we have to obtain, that is we have to easily compress this audio and perform the different applications used for XACT, that is X Audio Compression Toolkit, X Lossless Decoder, Monkeys Audio, and Free Audio Editor. Thanks a lot. If you have any query, then feel free to contact me. The contact number and also the code will get appeared for your project. Thanks a lot.